You said you do disagree on occasion.
And it was mainly the marriage, the comments I've heard you make about marriage. That was okay. So that was already addressed.
I'll do it for 5 minutes. We can argue for 5 minutes. Let's do it.
No, I'm just a more traditional. I'm more like the. Who is that? Gosh, can't think of it. No, it's fine. It's just who you are, and you have your own road to travel.
I've got my own road.
You do.
Does he have his own journey?
Do I have a journey? Is it an adventure?
He has his own path.
It's an adventure, Brian.
I'm finding myself. I'm just
adventure
right now,
time.
I'm just trying to find myself as a man. Like, I'm just trying to find myself, and that if that involves having dozens of casual sexual wait, no, I'm kidding. That's what women say. I don't actually enjoy having multiple casual sexual partners at the same time.
Do you read Jordan Peterson or anything like that?
Sure.
I'm familiar with him, although I've kind of I feel like he's fallen a little bit out of favor over the years, but
yeah.
What about him?
Well, just because he promotes men getting married and having children, and that
I feel like Jordan's not the best role model.
You have to clean your room, Bucko.
Oh, that was
make
good.
your bed.
Wait, Andrew, keep going. You're doing the rest of the show as a Jordan Peterson impression. Rest of the show. You have to do the.
That's the problem, then, isn't it?
Oh, that's good.
There you go. Good
that's
job.
Fucking good. That's
an impression of my friend Jim Bob's impression. He does good impressions.
Oh man,
I'm doing a terrible impression. It's terrible.
That was great. Wow. Okay. I think my criticism of Jordan Peterson is there was a video that recently came out, and I think his wife was being interviewed, and this kind of she was, when he started pursuing her, she was involved with another man, and was she? I don't want to like say something that's not true. She was like, maybe somebody in the chat knows the clip I'm talking about. Was she like painting? No, she was doing nude. It wasn't like porn, but she was doing like posing nude for art classes. Which some people gave Jordan flack for. I believe, is that the case, chat? Nick, could you pull up the chat so I can see?
You talking about Michaela?
No, I'm talking about Jordan's wife. She was...
a live model at a painting class?
She was a nude model.
Yeah.
I think. I don't remember precisely, so I could be wrong. Don't sue me. But... and then she was living with and dating another man while he was pursuing her.
Whoa.
I don't know, bro.
Do you have any philosophical differences with him, or like his worldview? Do you have distinction or differences there?
I've definitely heard some things I disagree with. I think he puts a lot of blame on men in the dating marketplace. He'll say, ultimately, it's a man. I don't want to put. Again, I would have to find the actual quote or the video, but I think he puts a disproportionate amount of blame on men when it comes to sort of the dating frustrations that they face. And some of it, look, there are certainly ways that men are lacking, but I think he disproportionately puts blame on men.
I was in an argument with Michaela on Twitter the other day. That was kind of funny.
Were you guys going back and forth, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it wasn't on. It was just mostly. I think it was on her centrist views.
I like Jordan.
She said something stupid, and I was like, "What?"
I like Jordan though. I like Jordan. I'm not trying to talk shit about his wife. I saw that interview, and I was like, "Oh, that's like, I don't know how I feel about that." But anyways, so
there's been a lot of good arguments on Twitter this past week.
It's been interesting.
Yeah, like Drew and Pearl. You remember Pearl? She was on the podcast when I was here. I wish I would have known who she was and like actually watched her
Yeah.
stuff before coming on, or else I would have torn into her a lot more because I love Drew.
So I guess I actually.
Wait. What are you beating up on Pearl Davis about? She's
She
great.
says the craziest, most outlandish things, and I think that she's smart enough, like talking to her, like she's smart, like intelligent enough to know what she's saying is just like baiting people to just like be like, what the fuck? Because she's like, has all these just outlandish things. I'm not gonna like dog on her right now because she's not here to defend herself, but I'm just saying, like, if I would have had context of who she was and seen like who she was prior to coming into the Whatever podcast, I would have had a lot more to say to her.
Oh yeah, you were on that show when Pearl was on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just didn't know who she was. I had no idea who she was until after I left. And then she started popping up on my TikTok, and I was like, oh my God, what?
Well, she's not really here to.
Yeah, exactly.
Defend
That's what I
herself,
said.
so.
She's not here to defend herself, so I'm not going to go into it. But I've just seen a lot of good arguments on Twitter.
How about you
this
give
week.
us one thing that you disagree with her on?
She outwardly said that, well, two things that were crazy. One was that racism was embellished and that it wasn't as bad. That's a crazy thing to say. And then women shouldn't vote. Like, those were two of the crazy things that I was just like, what
We're not
the
going to
hell?
get in. We're not going to get into.
That's what
either
you
of
asked
those,
me. You
but-
asked me. You asked me.
Okay,
I just
I'm not
answered.
inclined to bite on either of those, but
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So okay.
She just says jaw-dropping things. Is all I'm saying. Just to like.
Yeah, she says stuff I don't agree with too, but in any case, she's not here, so. But we'll
That's
have her
what I
back
said.
on the show. So if you want to voice your disagreements with her, we
I
can
would love to
certainly
come back on with her.
set that up.
I would love to come back
But-
on with her.